C6 Furina. Okay, hold on 1 second. Bye-bye. Please move, friend. Thank you. So, C6 Furina is one of those characters that she helps you do absolutely everything. And today I want to talk about why maybe you should continue to work towards your C6 Furina or take the plunge and just get her whenever she's available. We have a lot of interesting and fun characters coming in to the game soon, and I think it's hard to not deviate from the goal of C6 Furina, and maybe I can remind you why you are waiting for her banner rerun to get that C6. Let's talk about her kit, let's talk about some teams I use, and see why she's as amazing. I rank her top 3 C6 characters for an account. Honestly, she's just that good. So a quick dive into my build and what your build could look like. Please visit Kaching Mains, they have everything in full detail. But her stats, very easy: HP, energy recharge, crit stats. Very easy to build, honestly. I struggle with EM, but that's fine. I don't really use her in reaction-based teams all that much. Weapon-wise, you have lots of options. At C6, her signature Sebastian slot also looks kind of the best. Gives her great crit damage, gives her lots of HP. It's a win-win for everybody when you have this on your Furina. But Key is probably the best if you want to do reaction-based plunge builds and teams, but I don't, so I'm good with this. For artifacts, C6 Furina, I think there's a little bit of a debate going on which artifact set is best. Golden Troop is fine if you can get the stats, but Maru Chuzon Hunter set helps you get your crit rate where it needs to be, while allowing you to focus more on HP and other stats with your subs, and main stats, and weapon. So I go with this, and I really like how big my numbers are when I'm using my normal attacks because of this set. It's really, really satisfying. So get whatever you want, but this is probably the best still. And yeah, it's just easier. You get all the crit rate. Now for the best bit, Constellations. These are her bread and butter. C6, I guess that's true for any character, but C1 just front loads all of your damage. You're going to heal more. You're going to get a big buff immediately upon casting your burst. Very, very good Constellation. Nice starting point. Nice stopping point too, to be honest. But yeah, great for buffing. C2 is another great stopping point, an amazing Constellation. This is going to increase fanfare gain and her HP, so bigger numbers, bigger buffs. It's a great support Constellation for her team and for herself, honestly. I want to say most people stop here just because this is kind of a really big spike for her as a support character. C3 is another increase to damage, healing bonus, and just all around good support for Furina. Honestly, C3 for most characters isn't very good, but Furina, it actually is. I think it's a 20-something% increase in damage for the team. C4 is the Constellation that helps making your Furina more efficient with energy. She's going to start generating energy when her little summons attack and when her when the singer heals, or whatever it's called. Really nice because her energy requirements are pretty high. In my opinion, I've struggled the most with EM and ER. Now at 140, she feels very, very, very usable with energy. But the C4 helped a lot. Without that, her energy requirements shoot up to 200. So yeah, great Constellation. C5 increases her personal damage, her damage contributions spike with this, and I like it a lot because I like just having minions running around doing things. C6. This Constellation is the one that does it all. Really, it takes her to the next level. Here, when she uses her burst, she can now attack using an infused normal attack, charge attack, plunge attack, hydro infused attack, and she's going to start doing big chunks of damage. It's more of a nuker playstyle because it only lasts for 10 seconds or 6 hits, but it's very noticeable damage, especially in plunge. I think that's where you see the biggest spikes. She's also healing. I think when she has like her 3 saloon friends out, she heals on normal attacks. And yeah, there's a lot there. Definitely do a deep dive into C6. It's amazing though. For talents at C6, max all of them. Even her normal is very, very important for her own damage. So just invest a lot of time in resin, but it's well worth it. And just like a peek into my own stats, I've kind of settled on this crit rate. Like, I'm not keen on putting a lot more time into getting up higher. Crit damage, I think I have too much, but I like it. Energy recharge, it took me a while to get to 145. It is perfect. Really helps her rotate nicely. My EM is still bad. I am on a Hydro Goblet, and her HP is at 31k or 30 something k, but this is where you want to be for stats. I feel I do a fair amount of damage in any team with these stats. Sometimes I switch from a Hydro Goblet to a HP Goblet when I'm feeling a little funny, but either way, she's doing tons of damage on my Marvel Hunter set. So the most commonly recommended team for Furina C6 is a Plunge, Pyro, blah, 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 blah. It's fun. It does the damage. Mine doesn't have a lot of EM. My Furina doesn't have a lot of EM. So she doesn't really hit the 1 million. 800,000, which is nice. Like, that's plenty of damage. If you invest more, I think you need about 500 EM when she's plunging to get the 1 million, but that's not going to be me. Good team, but kind of like too much work. Next, we have her in a main DPS team. I came up with this by myself because I like to use my Constellation 6 characters as main DPSs, and for Furina, this lets her infuse her sword with both Pyro and do like fair damage until her skill is off cooldown, and then you can switch to the big 100Ks, which you'll see here, 140, 160. Yeah, and that just slaps the boss. This team is still experimental, but with Mika, I was hoping to maybe C6 Mika helping C6 Furina do more physical damage when Furina does not have Hydro Infusion. It's still a work in progress. As you can see, the damage is pretty good, but it's fun experimenting with Furina, honestly. And Mika is very low investment right now. I need to, we'll see when I can, but this is a work in progress. Fun to experiment though. Next, so this team has lots of minions, summons, whatever. You have your rain source from Xingzhou. You have your sock puppet from Silali, and our little cuisine food tray from Escoffier. And Furina, of course, with her saloon minions. It just destroys everything. It's low effort, minimal effort with great return when you're feeling a little lazy, which is me most of the time. Last, and maybe my most common way to play Furina is in a Duke DPS kind of situation. Here you see Mizuki doing her absolute best, okay? She's doing her best, and Furina will follow up and wait for her turn to hack off the rest of the boss's HP. You can use this in any team. I've done it with Shogun, I've done it with anything really. Any character you want to play, you can, and Furina will kind of just help carry them along in their little wheelchair. But yeah, it's just all part of the beauty of C6 Furina. She's buffing what you have, and she's compensating for whatever they can do in really big ways. Ooh, I've been rambling for way too long. C6 Furina is fantastic. I cannot recommend her enough. She's in my top 3 C6s. I only have 4. No, I have 5. But yeah, she is amazing. She will allow you to do anything you want in the game, however you want to. Don't feel pressured. Get Constellation. C0 is honestly fine. Sometimes I only use her for her burst and I feel guilty. But yeah, if you go for Constellations, I wish you the best of luck. It will be a future-proof investment you will always enjoy. for your account. But if not, C0 is fine too. Even C1, C2, perfect. Anyway, let me shut up. Bye. Subscribe or like, comment, whatever. Please talk to me. Bye.